Had a lovely walk today. I saw 5 goosander, 3 males and 2 females. And then we saw some other birders there who said there have been some white-fronted geese in with all the grey-lag geese. So we had a good look, and eventually I spotted one and spotted it just as it was going out of sight. So there's no chance I could get it on film. And then on my walk back, I spotted a chiff-chaff, which is quite unusual at this time of year because they're normally summer migrants, so they're normally only around in the summer, but you do occasionally get a couple that stick around during the winter. I look like a turtle. I had to put my motorbike in storage today because I decided to sawn it because I very rarely use it in lockdown. So I've put it in storage, and now I'm walking 4 miles home because that seemed the sensible lockdowny thing to do. Get my daily exercise in. So far I have finally seen some, oh wait, what's that? It's a pheasant. So far I have finally seen some starlings, about 2 months too late probably, and I'm going along footpaths that I've never been along before, so it kind of feels like I'm back on my DV trying to figure out where to go, but at least this time I've got Google Maps. Should be easy. And I'm trying to get home before it gets dark. I've got about half an hour till sunset, I think, so it's a good thing I've brought my head torch with me. But I thought I'd bring my camera along in case I saw anything exciting. I wasn't expecting that exciting thing to be starlings, but there we go. I wore my walking boots today. Wasn't really prepared for really boggy ground, but thankfully somebody's put this very handy tetanus induced bridge here, so that's helpful. Oh. I had a lovely siskin on my feeders today. I've seen them before in the garden, but not this year, so that was a nice little surprise. There's loads of fields right here, which in theory would be ideal barn owl hunting territory, I would have thought. Maybe it needs to get a little bit darker. I don't know if you can see that pink sky though. It's looking lovely. Definitely starting to get dark. I don't know if you can see that massive corvids. And the moon is out and it's lovely. And I've still not seen an owl. You can't see me, it's very dark now, but the walk was, ooh, a bat, can't count that. The walk was a success in that I've managed to walk home, less of a success in the owl front, but I did hear a tawny owl. I just still haven't seen one. I'm on a different common today. I got up, I was gonna say early, but it wasn't that early, it's only like just gone 8. But it's the first time I've actually made an effort to get up reasonably early to go look for birds. On this common, they get Dartford warbler, stonechat, I just heard a green woodpecker, and golden plover. So I'd quite like to see any of those. I guess we will see how lucky I am. Just had one of those really awkward moments when somebody goes past you with their dog and then their dog starts walking in the opposite direction behind you instead. Kind of feel like I'm accidentally stealing somebody's dog. Now I'm searching for a Dartford warbler. I have historically had terrible luck finding Dartford warbler and I've never seen one here, so I might need quite a hefty dose of luck. I just spotted one! I still get really excited when I see Dartford warbler because it's one of the birds that I've struggled to see most in my lifetime. And I can't believe one was just sitting right at the top, perfect positioning, just singing its little heart away. And I managed to get it on film. Oh, that was really exciting. Oh, it's just a bird, Racky, calm down. Oh. I've just seen a skylark, which was lovely. I wasn't really expecting to see one here. I did not get footage of it. I can still see it now, but it's so high up in the air that it's just like a little tiny dot against a blue background. I'm going to cut in here from the future because what I thought I saw was a skylark, but then a bit later on I saw 2 more birds that looked also a bit like a skylark, but they didn't look quite right to me. So I spoke to a very helpful bird friend of mine and we went over my footage, including the bird that I saw flying straight up into the sky, and we concluded that all 3 birds are woodlark, which is really exciting for me because I've seen plenty of skylark before, but I don't think I've ever seen woodlark before. So that is what we call in the bird world a lifer. And I'm sure I will have a few more life ticks this year while I'm looking for new species, so that's pretty exciting. Back to the vlog. I'm nearly at the end of this walk now. No luck seeing any golden plover, but I'm still really pleased that I found a Dartford warbler. So I would call this walk a success. That's the end of this vlog. It wasn't really a week this time, it was more like 2 or 3 weeks by the time I got enough footage to put into one video. As always, my weekly total I will put here. It finally feels a bit like spring is starting upon us, so I'm hoping we'll start getting some more birds soon, and we've had news about lockdown easing. So hopefully in the next couple of months I'll be able to travel a little bit further afield to better birding places. See you next time. Bye!